Hello, I'm Jim Daniels with Digital Badge Academy, and welcome to this fourth and final installment of our multi-part education series on digital credentialing program governance. So if you haven't done so already, I strongly recommend that you review parts 1 through 3 of this series, which provide some important context ahead of this final session. Just follow the link that's scrolling across your screen now, and that'll take you to Digital Badge Academy's website, where you'll find the first 3 installments that you can watch for free. So in this session, we'll conclude the series by discussing expected outcomes that are driven by a well-designed governance model. So although it's not intended to be an all-inclusive list of what the potential outcomes could be, what I will be presenting does represent 18 different outcomes, the more common ones that you can expect to achieve through a well-planned and managed governance model for your digital badging program. So now let's just jump straight into today's topic. To help organize the 18 different outcomes you can expect from establishing a well-defined governance model for your badging program, I've organized them into 4 different categories, and that includes achieving program effectiveness, building credibility and excellence, managing growth, and security, risk, and compliance. These 4 categories, really anything that you would do relative to building out a governance model, you could place into one of these 4 categories in terms of what kinds of outcomes you would expect to see. Now, let's dive into each of these individually and take a look at the individual outcomes. So let's talk about achieving program effectiveness and what that really looks like. And we'll start, number 1 here is stakeholder alignment. So the outcome there is roles and responsibilities are clarified and agreed to amongst stakeholders. Communication channels and methods are fully established and are being utilized. We take that further. Effective communication. There's clear communication that's taking place and that's been established amongst the stakeholders. This is reducing confusion and it's enhancing the overall operational effectiveness of your program. We then look at transparency and accountability. Decision-making processes and accountability mechanisms have been established and they're being embraced by everyone, and that's promoting transparency and building trust amongst stakeholders. And we have resource allocation, a very important one here. So resource allocation has been optimized, and that's occurred by focusing efforts on activities that align with the program's goals and its priorities. And then finally, we have efficiency. If you've actually achieved operational efficiency, what you've managed to do is streamline the badge offering, creation, issuance, and management processes, and that they're being well managed. And that ultimately is reducing administrative overhead and more importantly, enhancing the user experience for earners, issuers, and verifiers. Now we can take a look at building credibility and excellence. So the first outcome here is going to relate to quality assurance. So your badges represent accurate and meaningful skills or achievements, and that translates directly to credibility for your program as well as value for your program. Consistency. Uniform standards have been established along with criteria for badge design, issuance, assessment, and creating a consistent and professional image for the program. And then there's recognition and trust. So your governance model has enhanced the recognition and value of your program's badges across the organization and across the broader community due to established quality standards that you've put in place. So there's professionalism. So your program's professionalism and reputation make it a trusted source of validated skills and achievements. And your marketing, branding, and messaging make it easier to market the program and attract new badge earners. And then finally, we have the positive user experience as an outcome. You've established a seamless, user-friendly experience that's been created for badge earners, issuers, and again, verifiers And that, again, is going to help increase overall satisfaction with the program. So here we'll talk about the management of program growth. And there are a number of outcomes that are really important to this, because any successful program will typically experience growth, and in all likelihood, you would want it to. So one of the first outcomes around effective program growth management is the ability for your program to scale. So if you've done that effectively, then you have a program that's structured to allow for growth and to accommodate increasing number of badge earners and issuers while still maintaining quality and efficiency. You've also managed to build in long-term sustainability. So your program provides a structured framework that ensures the program's sustainability over time, even as it grows and evolves. You have a program that can adapt to change. So the structure of your program and the structure of your credentialing initiatives allow you to adapt to changes in industry standards, technological advancements, and stakeholder needs, further ensuring its relevance over time. So then there's credential portability. So the portability and utility of earned badges is increased, as a well-governed program is more likely to be recognized and accepted by a broader number of organizations and platforms. And then finally, continuous improvement. You've established effective support for ongoing evaluation, feedback collection, and improvement, keeping the program up to date and responsive to evolving requirements. And the last category is security, risk, and compliance. So the outcomes associated with security, risk, and compliance, the first one is data security and privacy. So you've built a program that builds in protocols for safeguarding sensitive information, enhancing data security, and ensuring compliance with privacy regulations, GDPR, as we've mentioned in some of the past installments of this series. There's also risk management. Risk management is being able to identify and address potential risk, minimizing the chances of issues such as badge fraud, data breaches, or disputes. And then finally, we have compliance. With compliance, you're able to ensure that the program aligns with relevant legal and regulatory requirements, thereby mitigating any legal risk and liabilities. And that's particularly important in areas where you're credentialing in very regulated types of careers and job functions. And so there you go. That's a brief overview of some of the outcomes that you can expect from a well-designed and executed governance model around your digital badging program. As you might imagine, governance can get very broad and very deep. There are a lot of moving parts that are associated with it. It's the core of your program. It's what makes or breaks any sort of digital credentialing program that's utilizing badging. So if you want to learn more, there are a number of ways that you can go about doing that. We have a master class available from Digital Badge Academy, and there's a link here provided on your screen. You can follow us on LinkedIn. Just go to LinkedIn and search for Digital Badge Academy and follow us there. And we're constantly updating and sending out a lot of insightful information. You can also subscribe to the Digital Badge Academy newsletter. And again, there's a link here where you can go to do that. We have a resource section out on the Digital Badge Academy with webcasts and blogs, and that's certainly a good resource for additional information. You can also meet with us. You can schedule a free 30-minute consultation to find out more how we can work with you more directly and your organization more directly to either help you improve an existing digital credentialing program or help you build one. So if you're interested in a quick consultation, just reach out to me directly at jim@digitalbadgeacademy.com. Thank you for listening in and watching this education series, and look for new ones to be published in the future.
Are you looking to launch a digital badging program or improve an existing one? Look no further than Digital Badge Academy. Our highly popular online masterclass will help you gain the skills and insights necessary to achieve success. Enroll now and start learning today.